Welcome back to another video with the Chevrolet Astro. Today I'm going to go over 5 reasons why you should buy one. First, we have to talk about the size of the van. The total length of the van is 190 inches. It's 78 inches wide and about 76 inches tall, which is actually smaller than my 2008 Tahoe, which is 202 inches long. It's pretty windy out here. 79 inches wide and 77 inches high. So why'd I bring all that up? Well, because the Astro van has 41.3 cubic feet of cargo room with the seats in place. The Tahoe has 60.3, which is more with the seats in place. But let's go ahead and take the seats out like I have here. The van has 170.3 cubic feet of cargo room of space. The Tahoe with the seats down is 108.9 square feet. So not only are you getting a smaller vehicle compared to my SUV over there, you're also getting much more cargo room, which means you can do something like this, make a camper van. So not only do you get a lot of space in this van, it's really easy to drive, easy to park, easy to travel with. It's a comfortable van. And here's the second reason.
Jesus drives an Astro van.
I'm joking, but he may. The second reason actually has to do with its reliability. With older vehicles, yes, there are parts that go bad. But with the Astro van, those parts still go bad, but the engine is able to reach 400,000 miles, a little bit more, a little bit less, if it's taken care of properly. And the transmission can follow if it hasn't had a hard life. That's a very important reason. Have a vehicle that can last generations. This one has 202,000 miles. I bought it from someone who did not take care of it, so I don't know how long it's gonna last. However, it sounds and feels pretty healthy. So I don't have any doubt that's gonna last well over 200,000 miles. Third reason is its potential and versatility. Chevy has made so many of these vans. They come in all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. Companies create lift kits for these vans, and you can lift it upwards to 2 inches without doing any major modifications to the steering rack and stuff like that. You can actually lower these vans, which a lot of people do, and they make them look really clean. You can do what I did and create a camper van. I'm creating one, but there's still a lot of work to do. You could easily create this van to be a business van. Let's say you want a detail, load up water here, have all your equipment inside. You want to be a mobile mechanic? There you go. You want to be mobile tent? There you go. There's a lot of potential with this van. There are even people who create this to be a 4x4 and they go off-roading, like intense off-roading. It's pretty cool. And finally, there are people who modifies the van to look like a Cadillac, which I find pretty funny. And I'm glad people find joy in doing something like that. There's so much you can do with these vans, and probably a whole lot more I just missed. Now the first one is its specs. It's pretty impressive. This is the 4.3 liter V6. Like I just mentioned, it's very reliable. And this motor had a long legacy, starting production in 1986 and ending in 2014, going through 5 different revisions. Started as a carbureted motor, now it's fuel injection. This particular motor has 190 horsepower with 16 to 21 miles per gallon. This van has a 5,000 pound towing capacity. Now this hitch. You need a class 3 or class 4 towing hitch, so you need to replace this. This one probably has 2,000 pounds, don't quote me, not sure. You need a transmission oil cooler. A weight distribution system is probably smart. Electric braking is definitely a good idea. I could go on. Basically, if you're gonna tow 5,000 pounds, do your research. It's able to do it. And here's my last point. For many, this is a beater van. I bought this one for $500 and they range between about that much, all the way up to $5,000 depending on the condition you're going for. But being a beater van, you can easily paint it and not care too much. You can take it out and not care too much about scratching it and stuff like that. And let's say if you do break a part from going a little bit too crazy, the parts are relatively cheap and semi-easy to replace because there is a lot of room to work on this van. And let's say the previous owner busted out the back window and you accidentally replace it with plexiglass because you thought that would be a proper solution. You could easily create a gull-wing window right here, like I'm doing right now. Have the metal inside there. I'm just waiting on a couple more parts. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and work on the next project. Whoever fixed this in the past, they bought it from a thrift store. It says $391. If you want to know why I just turned that off, then check out this video. And hopefully this video helped you all out. And thank you so much for taking your time to watching this entire video. This is Chris of Build United. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you next time.